So guys, we're down south this year in a place called Vivo City. It's a shopping mall. So usually I start this activity on a Monday morning every year, but because I had some errands to run, so I'm starting in the afternoon. The sun's out, but hey, guess what? The rain clouds are fast approaching, so it's best to head into the mall to do this. Enjoy this session, guys. Incidentally, I did this activity in 2019, also at a Starbucks, but down at City Hall in Singapore. If you've not seen that, head over to this link. I just ordered my vanilla latte. It's gonna be my ticket to sitting in here for a few hours. I will be sketching on my A4 size 180 GSM Maple Leaf sketchbook, and I'll be using my Jin Hao Pen nib to make those marks. Time check, it's 3:15 p.m. on the 8th of March 2021, a Monday, and it is also International Women's Day. So in honor of this celebration, I will attempt to sketch only females. This means that I'll only have about half of the number of people to sketch in this cafe. Let's begin with the lady to my left. She is seated and seems to be preoccupied with her laptop. This is good because it's gonna take the pressure away from knowing that I am sketching her. That's the first layer of ensuring that your model is in a natural pose. So the second layer of making sure that my model's unaware of what I'm doing, that is sketching them, is that I have my head facing the sketchbook and only my eyes move to glance at my model ever so often. Allowing people that I sketch to be in their natural state makes better poses. I notice that once someone notices that I'm sketching him or her, the pose becomes unnatural, or the model even moves away. And since this is my first sketch, I'm gonna do this in real time. So fans of real-time sketching, watch carefully and enjoy this demo. See how slowly I go, analyzing the shapes and making sure everything is in proportion. Now it's time to inject some elevator music. My model is wearing black, so I'll use my Pental Brush Pen filled with black ink to fill the really dark areas. By doing so, I further fine-tune the shapes as I brush in the strokes, and it makes the sketch more readable. For example, in this case, it makes the hair, T, and shorts separate from the face, arms, and legs. And this clip here is just to show you that I sketch live and on location. I've decided at the end of the sketch that I'm going to have all my figures about 15 centimeters in height. Drawing big allows you to see the points that are off a whole lot easier. Meaning, if I were to draw really tiny, it's easier to mask and cover up all the issues that I may have in the sketch. Drawing small may look pretty, but I may not be learning as much as I can drawing big. Okay, my ink converter is dried up. Time for some fresh ink. I'm using sketch ink by German brand Rohrer & Klingner. I noticed that in this particular activity, I'm spending a lot of time waiting to spot women in my line of sight. But I'm sticking to the plan to give this activity some uniqueness. I'm going to take a break from sitting at this location. We'll be moving to the inner side of the cafe for a different point of view. But first, another cup of tea and a croissant. I won't be sketching my beverages today because, to be honest, the cups from Starbucks aren't all that exciting. I will be sitting quite near the ordering and cashier lines. Need to get more of those standing poses in today. Some of us may view this as a challenge, so for me, the reason why I do 100 people in one day is because that's a challenge for me, as I already sketch people pretty often. You observe that during your practice of drawing people, it gets faster with time and more accurate, and you use less lines to communicate your ideas. Here's a mother and her kids. She's probably taking her coffee or tea break in here with her 3 kids, 1 girl and 2 boys. I've excluded the other boy just because he's running around all over the place, and I won't be counting the toddler on the high chair. Thank you for joining me in this annual sketching of 100 people in 1 week. I hope that in this episode, it inspires you to pick up that pen or pencil to sketch people on a regular basis. It's 8:15 in the evening, time to conclude this episode. 5 hours flew by just like that. That's approximately 20 figures each hour, or 3 minutes each figure. Let's continue to inspire each other to practice our craft, to hone those skills. This is Alvin Mark, you're with me on my art channel. If you like my work and the tips I share in each episode, do share them with your like-minded friends. Continue to stay well and safe wherever you are. Until the next episode, ciao guys.